3, number 1 and 2. Wait a minute. This answer is really important because I didn't know this about Olaplex. Or will it weaken the relaxer? Answer is yes and no. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ebony. I'm Erica, and as you guys know, damage does not care or discriminate. If you got relaxed, natural, or color-treated hair, damage will find you at some point. You can't run from it, which is why Olaplex exists. A lot of people like us don't really know what goes down when it comes to using Olaplex. Like, they have different numbers on the bottles, but they serve a different purpose. So you don't know which number goes with what, when to use it, how to use it. And I can't be the only one that was like, okay, we got number 0, 3, number 1 and 2. Wait a minute, 4, 5, and 6. Where did that go? So, and I know you guys were struggling too because we asked you guys on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook to send in questions, and you guys did not hold back. We did get in touch with someone from Olaplex, and they came through as well. And they were so nice to send us some goodies in the mail. This video isn't sponsored, but we did get a couple of Olaplex products. And after doing this video, I'm kind of pumped to be using their products and incorporating them into our routine. So keep watching to see what we found out. In fact, Olaplex really isn't a bad brand. I just want to make sure I'm using it right. We've seen both natural and relaxed women use it in their hair, and from what we've seen, they said it works wonders. So with us, we're just trying to figure out how in the world they get to that point. In fact, I tend to side-eye products that say for all hair types. I'm just like, okay, sure. But Olaplex, in my opinion, nailed it when it comes to giving great results for everyone's hair. You just gotta know how to use it. So we're gonna break down what Olaplex is and why everyone's so hyped about it. Olaplex, like we said before, is known to repair damaged hair from the inside out. What this means is that our hair has bonds that has become broken from damage, whether that's from chemical or everyday wear and tear. In fact, in every single one of their products, they have this patented ingredient called, and I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm going to pronounce it from my notes. Yeah, she can read it from there. Okay. Yeah, so this ingredient was made to go into your hair, find the broken bonds, and then put them back together. That's why it works well with chemical services to really shield your hair from any potential damage. Like we said, you gotta know how to use certain products, which is where it becomes a little tricky. So let's start with their at-home product line, which starts at 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Most of the questions are about 0 and 3, which aren't as cut and dry as 4, 5, 6, and 7. Which, by the way, 4 is the shampoo, 5 is the conditioner, 6 is the leave-in cream bond smoother, and 7 is the bonding oil. Yeah, see, those are easy. 0 and 3 are the ones that, you gotta try to figure out. Now those two, 0 and 3, are different because they're made for wash day, but they're made to use before you shampoo. Now number 3 is technically the first at-home step, and if you want added benefits, you can use number 0 before you use number 3. They're actually made to work together. Now number 0 is made to go on dry hair, so if you want to use that as the first step, make sure you use it this way because it's made to prime and prep your hair to receive nourishment from number 3. Number 0 technically can't be used alone, so if you do plan on buying number 0, just make sure you plan on buying number 3 or make sure you already have number 3. And just a side note, if you happen to use number 0 alone, it won't do anything bad to your hair. It just won't work like it should. So this is just one of those cases of just because you can doesn't mean you should. Right. Now number 3 can be used without number 0. Remember I said number 3 is technically the first step. Number 3 can be used without number 0. But if you have damage to your hair is just going through it, it would be best to just use number 3 and 0 together. Now remember how we said number 0 has to be used on dry hair? Well, if you happen to use number 3 as the first step, then make sure you just dampen your hair because number 3 has to go on wet hair. If you use number 0 already, your hair will already be damp because you have to saturate your hair with number 0 and then go in with number 3. But like I said, if you just start off with number 3, make sure your hair is just already damp. Also, if you relax your hair at home, you actually can work in number 3 and use it after the neutralizing shampoo. Even though its main use is before shampooing, there are instances like this where you want to use the neutralizer to get the relaxer out your hair and then use number 3. Whatever you do, just follow the directions for each numbers, especially regarding like how long you let each of it sit on your hair before rinsing. They actually have their time limit for a reason, which we'll get into later. So basically 0 and 3 are just like the perfect at-home pair to use, especially if your hair is like super damaged. Now if your hair has minimal damage, it's not all that jacked up, you can still use Olaplex. You might not see it working, but it is working internally. What you're doing is you're maintaining, and that's just as good. So let's talk about numbers 1 and 2, and these are their hair salon lines. 1 and 2 can be standalone treatments, or they can be used with relaxers or coloring or typical treatments that are used in salons. And these numbers are actually only accessible to salon professionals only. Now, I did see a video of a girl, I'm pretty sure she's not the only one out there, where she did get her hands on numbers 1 and 2. She did a video on it. I don't think she was a salon professional, but she got it off of Amazon. It's pretty risky because I heard Olaplex coming from Amazon isn't the real Olaplex. I think it's like fake. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but I don't think Amazon is a prime seller of Olaplex. And B, 1 and 2 just needs to be in the hands of somebody who knows how to handle it. Okay, so Olaplex number 1 is the salon solution that can go directly into the relaxer cream. What this does is just lessens the blow from the damage that comes from the chemicals. Number 2 is pretty much the reinforcement for number 1 by tracking down any damage that number 1 has missed. And by the way, all of this is done before the neutralizing shampoo. Now another thing I want to point out is how Olaplex 1 and 2 affects relaxer strength, specifically number 1 because it goes into the relaxer. And somebody did ask, will number 1 mess up the relaxer strength when it comes to getting my hair more straight, or will it weaken the relaxer? The answer is yes and no. They actually have instructions on how to measure how much to put into your relaxer based on your desired, relaxer result. And we'll have a link below on the screen, but it does say for a straighter look, use this amount per ounce of relaxer that you have. And once again, this is for professionals, so I wouldn't concern myself with this too much. But there's more that you guys should probably know, and we probably wouldn't have known this if you guys hadn't asked. So we'll have our phones looking down so we won't miss or skip over anything. Number 1, can Olaplex be used with a keratin treatment? This is an important one because we got a lot of questions about that. Does keratin block Olaplex from being absorbed into the hair? Yes, you can use Olaplex with a keratin treatment. You just can't use it within the keratin solution like you can with the relaxer and coloring services. But you can use it before you start your keratin process. And then they say go ahead and finish your keratin process that day. But wait 2 to 3 weeks before you use Olaplex again because the coating from the keratin will start to dissipate and then it'll be better to use Olaplex when that coating just kind of goes away. Alright, so the next question is, when coloring my hair, can I use Olaplex before or after coloring? The answer to that is both. Olaplex is also used to maintain and repair color treated hair. You can even use it during coloring. It's a good one. Does any Olaplex product require heat activation? No, Olaplex only activates on wet hair. If you notice a lot of that, besides number 0 that goes on dry hair, which then you gotta put 3 up there real quick to make it wet. But Olaplex activates on wet hair. Okay, next, when letting number 0 and number 3 sit on your hair for 10 minutes, why are we advised not to sit under a dryer? It is a level of comfort. You may use heat with Olaplex number 0 and 3 if you wish. The heat has no negative or positive effect on Olaplex benefits. Next question is, how often can you use Olaplex and how long does the bonding last? She says we recommend using Olaplex every 1 to 2 weeks depending on the level of desired repair. Once again, it all depends on your hair wash routine. Olaplex cannot be used too often or left in for too long. Once again, guys, this is the case of just because you can doesn't mean you should. I have heard of people saying, we got comments from people saying they leave it in their hair overnight. They don't recommend that. Does it work for some people if they put it in their hair overnight? Yeah, but I wouldn't. Your hair is not the same as theirs, so it might not work. So I just follow the directions. If you want to go 5 minutes over, then yes, but I wouldn't leave it in overnight or for too long. I just follow the directions that comes on the bottles. Alright, next question. What would you say are the more essential products in your line versus something supplemental? She did say if you have to pick a starting point, start with number 0 and 3. Now this one says, can you mix Olaplex with other products? I don't know if you guys meant other products in the line or other products that are not Olaplex, but number 7, the oil can be mixed with like a deep conditioner, or it can be mixed with number 6 in the line with a smoothing cream, or any smoothing cream you have, you can mix the number 7 oil with that. Alright, next question is, how is Olaplex different from a protein treatment? That's a good one. Yeah. Contrary to misconception, Olaplex number 0 and 3 does not contain any protein. Olaplex is a revolutionary category on its own. It rebuilds weak, broken, and damaged hair. It is not a protein, as that can be overused and eventually cause brittleness and breakage. So there you have it, you heard it from them first. Next one, should you follow up number 5, the conditioner, with a deep conditioner that's moisture-based or protein-based? She did say if you need extra moisture in your hair, try opting for a moisture mask in replace of number 5. However, when you pair number 7 together, you should receive all the moisture you need. So basically, if you're going to use number 5 and then use another conditioner, just replace that with your regular conditioner if you want to use that. Don't use number 5 and then another conditioner. I mean, you can, but it's really not necessary. And next question, will Olaplex eventually make a larger number 3 to buy? Olaplex has had a limited edition bonus size number 3 jumbo hair perfector in the past, so maybe they will bring it back. We'll see. The miscellaneous one, but it's a good question. Why isn't number 0 consolidated in a spray bottle? And this answer is really important because I didn't know this about Olaplex, but it says the intensive bond building hair treatment comes in a needle nose bottle for direct application to saturate your hair from root to tip. Olaplex number 0 should be applied with a specially designed bottle it comes in. Olaplex is not meant to be airborne. So you can't be spraying it all over the place. It is non-toxic, but it's not supposed to be sprayed in the air and all that stuff. It's supposed to go directly onto your hair. So yeah, we have a better understanding of Olaplex and what it can do for our relaxed hair journey. We've got goals for our hair, guys, and if you guys want to check out our goals, check out our last video that we did. It's a relaxer update and length update. Also, we got length check shirts, so check them out, you guys. I'll have the link below in our Etsy shop. And please, please, please leave any questions that we may have missed or any follow-up questions, leave them in the comment section below. We're very active in our comment section, as you guys notice. So if you have any questions or you're not clear on anything, leave it below and I'll clarify. I'll have my contact back at Olaplex. I can ask them to clarify as well, and then I'll answer you guys in the comments. Alright, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Hope you guys have a happy new year. We'll see y'all in the new year. Bye!